Harbour might be one of the most misunderstood agents in Valorant. Some players say he's useless, others say he only works as a secondary controller, and a lot of people believe he's only truly viable in pro play. So I decided to play 100 rounds of Harbour in ranked to see whether he's just underrated. Oh my god, 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 I'm so good at this game! Or if everyone's right. Okay, you know what? Our team comp isn't that bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. I actually haven't tried Harbour's abilities, like the new ones, so I'm hoping I press the right buttons for the right things because I'm sure his Q used to be his E. So I'm hoping I don't get confused between those things. Can this person stop making that noise? Who is it? Ugh. Think I have an idea for a wall. We stand here. We do this. That should be okay. Seems like we've got the first round under control. Honestly, I don't know what his C does. I'm so confused. I don't know what this does at all. So if you're just as confused as I was, some of Harbour's abilities did get reworked. His Storm Surge creates a whirlpool that slows and nearsights anyone caught inside. His High Tide ability sends a controllable wall across the site. His Cove drops a smoke that also acts like a shield. And lastly, for his ultimate ability, he can create a massive wave that also slows down and nearsights enemies. So he does seem pretty strong, so let's just see how he performs in game. Okay, I hope no one jumps into my cove. Please don't jump in here. I really do like the updated cove ability where it sort of looks like the Omen smoke. However, if I could make one change, I think it would be nice to also have the option where you can sort of throw it how it was like originally. Okay, maybe we could try like a mid push this time. I think it's like the cove goes like over here and we go this way. The cove also felt a lot more stronger than I expected because from what I found, especially this game, the enemy team didn't quite really shoot the shield away. Now the biggest issue I had with these attack rounds was trying to effectively use his throwable and his ultimate. Okay, that was a complete waste of my ability. Both of these abilities don't really grant Harbour any like instant value. You really need to have like a team play in mind. And trying to get that coordination in a ranked game especially is really hard. But oh my god guys, look at this reach. Look at this. I can smoke from over here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try something really weird. I'm just gonna like wall like mid off and just like try to walk up somewhere with a stinger. Okay, okay. I think this wall could be better. I feel like the wall mid, like with like some teamwork, it would work. Like you can like silver dart it and then probably shoot someone through the wall or something. I just don't have the confidence to make that play just yet. But you know, one day, wall mid. I feel like they're waiting behind my wall. Oh my god, 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 I'm so good at this game! Oh my god. Let's go! I decided to continue to wall off mid to slow down any pushes if they were planning on coming through mid again. And it was also just to play some mind games with the enemy team because this way they would wonder, oh, is anyone waiting behind the wall? Has anyone pushed up? I was aiming that this wall can sort of condition the enemies to play a lot more cautiously around mid. Boom, same wall, just like that. Oh! Oh, how are they just... Okay, they're just walking out my wall. But I guess my aims of making the enemy team a lot more cautious around mid didn't seem to be working. They didn't seem to be afraid of my wall at all. So let's have a go at comparing Harbour's wall to Viper's. A Viper's wall gets a lot more respect compared to Harbour's because it applies toxin, which decays your health. Now Harbour's wall just basically slows you down and it's not even by that much as well. And because of this, enemies are a lot more willing to push through his wall. But this might not always be a bad thing. So we did slowly start off a little bit confused with like what his kit does, but I think we didn't do too bad. You know, we went positive. So game number 2 was on Corrode and we were playing solo smokes once again. The main goal that I had for this game was to not rush my util usage and to use them at the right times. Now I don't know who in their right mind sees a Harbour's cove and decides, let's not plant inside of it. Oh yeah, it was this guy. That's what you get, man. That is what you get. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to use this. Hey, let's go. Let's go. After a couple of rounds of just hitting A or B, we decided to do a mid push. Executing mid was the same as any other controller. I decided to just smoke off over here. Now what was nice about using Harbour here was the fact that I could use a shield, which allowed none of us to get spammed through the smoke. My team did end up rotating back to B, and I had my ultimate ready. Like I mentioned before, you really have to be quick in order to be able to get a kill with it. I really wanted to get this chamber, but I of course whiffed instead.
Last player standing.
I was utilizing his smoke on site wherever I could, and I quite enjoyed playing inside of it. And it appears that this clove likes playing inside of my cove. Excuse me, get out of here.
One enemy remaining.
Don't blast. Blocking fire.
Go for me. 120. Dejo low.
Last player standing.
Alvida.
One
Out
enemy
already.
remaining.
Unfortunately, when I wanted to use my ult this round, the Tejo decided to use his as well. But luckily, this deadlock was able to sneak in and get the Tejo. I ended up finding out that if I stand right here, I'm able to basically wall up B-Link and Heaven as well. My plan this round was to lurk mid and take some space, and luckily this ended up working out as my team decided to rotate. And since I did wall up B, it might have appeared that I was still with my team, so I was able to get some timing on this chamber. Who probably would never have assumed that I would have been up all that way by now. The enemy team just need to respect my smokes. Why is no one respecting my smokes? And just like that, we were able to secure another round. I'm just thinking, what is the best util to use here, like on defense? I think I might just like smoke whatever it is, but it's so slow. Like, just look how long this takes, so I don't know how quick I'll be. Honestly, I'm just gambling it's gonna be B, so I'm gonna get my smoke ready here.
Don't
Okay.
blast.
Oh,
My mistake. Water rising. My mistake.
oh my god, what on earth have I done? I've done the most trashiest wall ever. Oh! How does that work? How does that work? Like I mentioned about being completely unpredictable, you can also just confuse the enemies just like that, as well as your teammates, as well as yourself. This round, I'm just going to use the cove at the bottom of mid and just...
Don't set.
Okay, let's try this. My teammates were able to take out one guy in A, and things then started to slow down a bit this round. I was assuming that maybe they'll start rotating through mid, and even though I was prepared for this, I ended up losing the 1v1, which I'm not surprised about because I'm trash, so... Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm actually so bad.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, our deadlock's him, bro. Oh my god.
Defenders win.
And just like that, we were able to win with a huge lead as well, going 13-3. After these 2 games of being solo smokes, I don't think Harbour is that weak as people make him out to be. Yes, of course, there are much more optimal smoke agents in Valorant, but with Harbour, you just have to be intentional. That is with your timing, your positioning, and also your communication. This is why he shines so much in pro play compared to a ranked game. When his utility is used, you have teammates that can actually swing out together and take the space that Harbour creates. So in the remaining rounds, I really wanted to test if the same sort of structure and playstyle could exist in ranked. Okay, game 3, and we finally have double smokes. Let's see how this plays out. The plan was to hit B first round, so I did a similar wall to what a Viper would do. And I was able to use my cove to plant in there safely.
One enemy remaining.
No! Oh no! I'm just gonna wing it.
In sight.
Okay, yeah, okay. Even though I messed up completely, at least it wasn't as bad as our KO's knife.
Oh my god, what is that?
I do think that his C, which is basically his whirlpool ability, has a lot of potential. I think once you've sort of mastered some like lineups for like places where enemies would normally peek or where they would normally play, I can somewhat see it working quite well. But then again, if you are throwing it from a farther distance, you do need teammates who can capitalize on it. Since we were running double smokes, taking sites was quite easy. And Harbour's wall is a lot taller than Viper's, which protected us from many angles, like in this case bridge. And once again, his cove was quite useful as I was able to get the spike down safely in most of the rounds. And surprisingly, no one really shot at my cove in order to break the shield. If you didn't know, if you break the shield, the smoke basically goes away, and if you want the smoke to last longer, just don't add the shield onto it. If I'm being honest, the rest of these rounds weren't really that eventful. I literally just smoked, planted the spike, maybe got a couple of kills now and then. But if you want anyone to blame our clove. They ended up just popping off and ended up carrying most of our team to yet another victory. I am not even going to be talking about this breeze round. You know, I'm going to act like it doesn't exist because the performance was horrible and the utility usage as well wasn't great, but we won. Like I mentioned before, Harbour has a ton of potential. So I'm going to continue to work on basically team plays whenever I can, even though I kind of suck at having the confidence of making like calls to the team. I don't know. I feel like no one's going to listen to me because I'm a girl and, you know, I belong in the kitchen. But hey, we're going to give it a try, okay? We'll see how it goes. Because if Harbour needs teamwork to show that he truly shines, then that is exactly what I'm going to prioritize. I've actually never played Harbour on Haven before, not that I can recall at all, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone playing Harbour on Haven either, so this was going to be interesting. Oh, that was a trash wall. Besides my awful smoke placements, I noticed that there was a guy right over here. So I wanted to use my Storm Surge in order to prevent anyone from just rushing onto the site. But I think the better play would have been actually swinging through the wall and taking out whoever was stunned. So I think that hesitation from me was the reason we kind of lost this round. We were in a 2v3 situation. Oh my god, everyone's in there.
Maybe window.
Dome destroyed.
1 HP.
Reloading.
Room's there as well.
Right there. Lone wolf. Dome set.
Last player standing.
And that didn't seem to work out either. Since running it down wasn't quite working out, we decided to slow things down and just default a bit. The main goal was to get a pick at least before deciding what site we should hit. I was super lucky here and I was able to get the jet, even though I don't think I deserved it at all. Oh, okay.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that was close. This push down A short started off great.
Too slow. Ultimate ready.
After that, our team sort of hesitated on entering, so we decided to rotate instead of committing. Since we had like a minute on the clock, I wanted to look for another pick before fully committing to a site. Unfortunately, their Yoru did TP into our spawn and he caught our Sova and Sage off guard. And I was caught with my knife out because for whatever reason I just assumed garage would be clear. This was also another round when no one broke the shield in my cove, which actually worked out in my favor.
Enemies for you. Taken out.
Dome placed. Adding shield.
120 and 104 euro. 126.
Ultimate ready.
Last player standing.
Fire.
I'm gonna ult on A.
Let's turn the die.
Doing a thing.
Although I had my ultimate that round, it turned out to be a total waste. Neon Stun actually stalled our own entry onto site, so our duelists couldn't even push in with the util that I used, even if they wanted to. Now, my wall here definitely could have been placed better, so that's on me. But the bigger issue our team was having was our commitment. We were playing way too scared, and when this happens, you can see that rounds start to slowly slip away. And it seems like our team's mental was also not so great either.
One more.
Sage, are we okay? Are we okay, Sage?
No, I'm not okay, bro. No, I'm gonna cry. Overall, this game was going so well till now. This round is like... it's breaking my mental right now.
And of course, I provided the ultimate comforting technique.
We can do this.
So if we wanted to start winning rounds, plays had to be made. Nice. The play this round was that I was going to smoke window and Neon and Rayleigh were going to push mid and hopefully get a pick or two.
Enemies attacker spawn. Kill.
One enemy remaining.
To my surprise, it worked out quite well. Nice, good job. Okay, that was a good play. Even though we had rounds that we did something crazy like that and it ended up working, overall, our team synergy just wasn't there. No one was really playing off each other, trades weren't coming through, and it felt like everyone was just on a different page.
Guys, can we
Come on, Leon. Bro has a wall, he has a stun.
Standing.
Too late now, everyone's dead. I had my ultimate up once again and I saw an opportunity to make a play. I made the call that I was going to use my ult and it would cover a sewers and a lobby, and my duelists were going to push up.
Turn the die.
Mid.
Unfortunately, no one was actually playing in that area. They ended up hitting C.
Blocking fire.
I wouldn't say it was a complete waste of an ult because it did allow my duelists to flank faster
One enemy remaining.
and they were able to close up the round. That turned out to be the only round we won because after that we ended up losing every other round.
Attackers win.
I do think this game was a close one. I feel like if our teammates actually played better together and our team's mental was there, I do believe that we could have won that. Of course, we end up getting crowed again, which in my opinion is the worst map Riot has ever released in this game. Like, come on, bro. And what on earth are these ranks? Why do we have a gold, a platinum, and an ascendant 3? I know that these are the last axe ranks, but why are we all in the same lobby? Oh, that was not good smoke. That was not good smoke. Since we lost pistol, we decided to try a mid push. A link did not end up working, so we decided to head towards B. Planting out in the open, so if my team wants to play main, they can clearly see.
Dome destroyed.
Ow, okay.
Last player standing.
Whoever did that
Spike
flash.
down A.
Carrying
Yeah, that flash was questionable.
Yeah, I have no idea what to say about that round, so I'm just gonna move straight on to the next one. We wanted to apply some pressure mid first, as hitting the site wasn't quite working out. We were able to get 2 picks and decided to head towards B. I made the call about using my ultimate.
Turn the die. Walls up. Weapon here.
He's CT.
Not yet.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I decided to switch to Phantom this round, and honestly, I should probably be using it more, especially on Harbour. When I'm spraying through my own wall or playing inside my own smokes, the Phantom just makes more sense, as it helps with the better spray control.
One enemy remaining.
On defense, I was mainly playing mid, but the issue we were having was that every time I rotated to B, someone would always be dead, and not throwing any blame to anyone, but this Phoenix would just basically run off the site.
Get on the site.
This is not good, this is not good. This is not good!
Spike planted.
At least I got one. I mean, he was the first one on this site, but the last one to die, so I don't know about you guys, but that's not how it's supposed to work. The enemy team knew our B hold was weak, so they just kept on hitting it, and luckily this round my ult was able to allow my jet to secure some kills on site. But overall, it didn't matter too much, as we did end up losing the game. So by round 100, I was feeling quite comfortable with Harbour's kit, and I was able to confidently just play around his util, especially his cove.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Personally, I do think I need more work on using his throwable and his ultimate. This really just comes down to timing and how well your teammates are there to play off of it. So after these 100 rounds on Harbour, I really don't think he's that weak at all. He is not only underrated but also misunderstood. His kit is perfect at creating space, but you just need teammates that are able to secure that space. Overall, because of his rework, I do think I'll see him being played more in ranked games and hopefully in pro play as well. Some of you might be wondering about the stats of playing these rounds as Harbour. We played 6 games in total and 3 of them were wins and the other 3 were losses. And only one of the games we had double smokes. Anyways, please let me know what you think about Harbour and if you will be playing him more and whether you agree that he's underrated or not.